They all held fear and doubt. And the they that we were referring to was every human who had lived before and had moved through a transition such as you're experiencing now in your life and in your world. But you think things are happening accidentally, and we have tried to tell you that they are not. And we've given our messenger everything that could help each of you move through this time with much greater ease. But the belief in yourself has been really challenging, which is why you found it difficult to believe that we had given our messenger something that could heal your life, even though you are looking at him and seeing that everything he has described has been changed. But then you still have doubt, which is why we've spoken so often of the cognitive dissonance that you all have. And you haven't seen it in others, which is why you're in the predicament that you are currently in your world, and especially in the United States. How did you allow yourselves to let go of your innate power that's within you? But you've done that. We've been trying to guide you, but you thought that we were making things up. You thought it was ridiculous that someone could have received information in this way that could aid you all and could fix your world, because it causes you to own who you are and love your essence. There's no human who is born and has more power than another, but what you've done over centuries, eons, as we like to say always, is that you've made some more powerful or having more than others, and that was never true. That was never intended. And so we sent you our messenger to live his full life. And he's 74 years old now, and we've demonstrated what it has done. But you'll say, no, that's impossible. And then we did other things. We had him put out so many documents recently because you think that the energies don't have anything to do with what's happening in your lives or your world. That's why you dismiss things like astrology. Well, everything is energy. Your bodies are all fully energized. And if you use them in a way that would serve you, you would serve your world, and things would be quite different. So, what we did, and our messenger did not know we were going to do this today, because we needed to break him down as well. And we've been trying for so long, and we've said so often. We thought we had broken him years ago, but he still held back. But he can no longer do that. We told him to change everything tomorrow, but he didn't know this was going to happen. He was trying to relax. He was watching TV because he's been working all day and it's a Sunday. And we said, you have to stop this. You've done everything. And we're saying this to you as well. You have something that you have done in your life that has value, that is meant to be appreciated now, which is why we've had our messenger give you everything that we have given him over these years. And if you were to use it, you would heal, you would have the life you're meant to have, and your world would do the same thing. And we have never found anyone who has given us a reason why that isn't true, other than you won't believe it and you can't break through your barriers of disbelief. We gave you a message when we first began talking about this restructuring in 2020, and we said the more you know, the less you understand, meaning you can't know what was going to happen in your world until you start living it. But then when you start living it and seeing the results of it, then you gain the ability to change things. And this is why you are on the earth now, is to make a better world. But that can only happen when you stop denying who you are. And so we had our messenger today write an article. He didn't know he was going to do that either, but now you can all read it because we wanted him to give you more information so he could stop hiding. We're saying this because you each have done that. Because if you hadn't, your world would be quite different. There's no one of you that doesn't have the ability to change things in a grand way, but what you've done is you've consolidated it and give it to just a few people. And this is what we wanted you to change. But you thought we were making things up. When we first began, we said you were going to have this problem with money because you've been carrying that on forever as well. You haven't honored those who really deserve to have those riches that could cause your world to become much better. But you're learning now, and so we're pleased because now you're becoming awakened and you're taking more action. But we want you to understand the action that you can take should be a loving one, because otherwise you keep the division going, you see, because you each come into the world with all the old things that are within you that are lower vibrational, and your job is to let go of them and to move through them. You will not all do that, which is why you're seeing the chaos. And it's global, it's not in just one place. We wanted you to understand what we have given you is work for the collective consciousness. All of you, but you're all humans. You all operate in the same way. You've just made different distinctions, and those have been generational. And we gave you something that could change it. And the more of you who do that now, you'll have a very different life and a very different world. Now, we advised our messenger to change tomorrow because what happens is many of you, you'll just listen and listen and nothing happens. So we want him to take it further because we have given him work that could help any of you and help your world. And it's just challenging because when something new comes in, it's hard for you to, to to believe it, which is why we said you didn't believe Jesus, Buddha, or Tesla, because if you had many of these difficulties you're experiencing now would be quite different. But we've infused all of their information into our work, so that's why it heals you and that's why it works. And now more of you will understand that. But the one thing that we want you to know is that we love you so much.